Hey everyone, Lucas here. So, I actually have something a little different from what we usually do. Now, as I mentioned a while back, Mia found her grandfather's journals. She brought some of them with her on the road, and she's been slowly working her way through them. Anyway, she's been letting me read them too, and I thought that we should start recording them, just to have the stories preserved in case anything ever happens to the actual books. I mean, they are pretty old. I asked Mia about it, and she gave me her blessing. So whenever we get some downtime in between investigations, I thought I would read one. So now, without further ado, the very first cryptid case file from the journals of Norman Carter. January 5th, 1954. I've finally decided to go out into the field again. Hopefully OS gave up looking for me by now. I've still got to be careful, but I can't just sit by and let people get hurt. I've never done this on my own, but how hard can it be? I've also decided to start journaling again. I hate to use anything they taught me, but considering how few people can actually see and remember monsters, I'd rather play it safe. Now, despite laying low for the past few years, I've still been keeping an eye on newspapers from across the country. Which brings me to my decision to get back out investigating. Pets are being killed in North Carolina. Heads are torn off and crushed. We might have a monster on our hands. January 6th. Arrived in Bladenboro. Town is in hysterics. Everyone is looking for the monster. First, I'm going to track down some witnesses. John Vouse, Gary Callahan, Carl Pate, hopefully others too. And this next one is also dated January 6th. Some success. Not everyone actually saw it, but those that did all describe a large, black-haired creature. Possibly a cat or maybe a wolf. Witnesses seem inclined to think cat, but I'm not so sure. Pate also claimed to see two of them, but no one else could verify that. Either way, I'll investigate tomorrow. January 7th. Hunting is impossible right now. Hundreds of people are coming out to look for this thing. I'll try again tomorrow. January 8th. Had better luck today. Too many people running around with guns, and the mayor finally ordered everyone to stop hunting unless there's another attack. So I finally had the woods to myself. And it's definitely a monster. I can feel it. Honestly, I wasn't sure I'd be able to. Between being out of practice for a few years and trying to hide it from OS, I wasn't sure if it would come back to me, whatever it is, but it did. In the morning, I'm gonna try using it to track the monster. January 9th. Took some trial and error, but I found the monster. It was a lot easier than traditional tracking. I don't know what this power is, but maybe with some practice I can hone it. Anyway, the monster. Definitely some kind of cat, about the size of a lion. All black, big fangs, and it had a broken leg. I think that's why it started going after dogs and cats, easier prey. Also made it more aggressive. It had to be put down. January 11th. I've been having second thoughts about putting the beast down. The whole reason I left OS was to stop killing. I do think it was necessary this time. I'm no doctor. There's nothing I could have done to heal the monster. I just hope in the future, I'll be able to know whether or not deadly force is really necessary. And that's it for this one. The town of Bladenboro made the story pretty easy to find. The beast of Bladenboro, as it's come to be known, was in fact a cryptid blamed for several animal attacks around this time. Mia's grandfather, I'm probably just going to start calling him Norman. Anyway, Norman also included a sketch of the creature. I guess art runs in the family. It does look like a big black cat. Now, considering this was down south, I wonder if it's another Appalachian panther. But then again, it also has two big fangs, like a saber-toothed tiger, so maybe it's another prehistoric cryptid. I don't know, though. Also, the entries kept mentioning this OS. I'm assuming their initials? I asked Mia, but she said she doesn't have any idea who it might be. Now, most interestingly, it seems that Norman had the same kind of abilities as Mia. Funny how she didn't bring that up after reading this. We'll have to talk about that. Anyway, that's all for now. See you guys again soon. Bye.
The Cryptid Cases has been a production of Little Giant Monsters.
If you enjoyed the show, please consider leaving a review on iTunes or tell a friend. It really helps others find the show.
If you'd like to follow us on social media, search for Little Giant Monsters on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. You can also visit our website, littlegiantmonsters.com.
Check out any of these pages to see other projects we're working on, as well as a new Cryptid sketch every Monday after the new episode.
Thanks for listening, and see you again soon.